Alrighty, ready or not. Alrighty, welcome in. This is the first inaugural stream, fitting for the day for our US viewers of this VTuber. I'm SotE. Welcome in. Let's go ahead and get started with some Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. This will be my kind of third run through with it, but admittedly I have not played Elden Ring in about 3 or 4 months, so I am rusty.
Were you guided here by kindly Mikula? I am Leda. Touch the way to the realm by compete like us.
Sorry, Leda, I don't really care. She is a well-written character in that she is a very devoted one, but I have no liking for her. Her armor's pretty cool at the end, though. Alright, DLC time. I'm probably going to start out by getting all the Shadow Tree items that I can without progressing the story too much. But FromSoftware does do a good job with their vistas. Grab the Grace. And let's see, Torrent. Where do I want to begin? Let's avoid the meanness over there. He thoroughly got me my first playthrough. Slowly getting it back. I think there's a mausoleum back here with a pot man. I think I even see him. I know that's one of the shrines for Torrent's things. We'll snag it anyway. I'm trying to remember where that little alcove was. Let's see. Actually, before I get too far into things, let me do this as well. Bring up this so I can kind of see what's going on. And then we'll go back in. Give me that. Helps if you pick it up, though. Ow. Did I get it? Yes. Okay. Now I leave. Yes, yes, summon all your spirits. I'm running away. So I want no part of that. So that'll at least get me my first upgrade. And then I've got to see where to go after that. I want to avoid Mr. Logan over here, because I am not equipped to fight Mr. Claus. I always have a hard time gauging what's a safe jump in this versus what's not. And I think, if memory serves, if I snake around here, I can avoid the flame dog. That way he doesn't see me. And I can just kind of sneak in over here. Crap. Not what I wanted to do. Mr. Knight, keep patrolling. You see nothing. Go away. Thank you. Goodbye. I don't think there's anything I really want in the camp. Yes, I could fight him for his hammer, but I don't really use that, so nope. And there's nothing really of interest back there. Which was a shame because they broke the gamer's rule of not hiding stuff behind the waterfalls, although there is one with Dryleaf Dane later on. Let's see if this is any better. It's weird to be back between the lands between... when the DLC first launched, I was heavy into the co-op, where I liked being a summon sign, but as I've been away for so long, I don't think I'm much of help anymore, so I'm using this character to kind of reacclimate to it, even though this one is ridiculously leveled. It really is egregious how leveled it is. I made this one in frustration with the first game, of where I played through it 5 or 6 times, and then decided I wanted to have a quote-unquote easier time, but it never gets easy. Here's the Site of Grace. Go ahead and do this one, and this one. And we'll go ahead and, let's see. I'd like to avoid the birds, and you. I do like your outfit, though. So I might come back for you later. Just because that one's an easy one to farm. I'll take your pot. Break all your tombstones. Take that. And then I'm trying to remember. There's a way up to get to that section. And I am not very well versed in this little town because I don't visit it often. But I'll go ahead and grab this too. Do you go up on this side? I think this is where they teach you that you can actually step on these. Which I thought was a kind of neat way to handle that. Especially given like the Knights Cavalry and things. I like the veiled approach. I just wish I remembered this section a little bit better. Because I know this will look like I'm floundering around. But that's alright. We're in no rush today. This is meant as a kind of distraction. And if this doesn't work, I'll go see Ansbach. Rude. Go away. Thank you, dog. You showed me the way. Yes, I know there's an item there, but I don't think it's worth my time to go get, because I'm still very, very squishy. First talisman of the DLC. It's almost got Valray's mask on. Which, I will say, Faith and Bleed builds ate very well with the DLC, which was definitely needed. That way we can see different builds other than Rivers of Blood. Although, the Fiend's Arm was kinda at first. I think they did eventually nerf it. just like my beloved perfume bottles. Which, not even using the egregious Ash of War, the Rolling Sparks, that one I know was overpowered. I never got it to do the one-hit kill boss that I've seen some online get, but it was a really nice feature for it. It actually made it seem like it was going to be viable, rather than the traditional sword and board. So I'm sad that they broke the perfume bottles. I might try to use them in this run. I'm not sure yet, because given the level of this character, it may be viable. I'll have to see. The first one that I think I can get, though, will be the Lightning Bottle by Prospect Town. Let's go ahead and do this upgrade. Because I think I can... Can't. Okay. I'll have to get to the next cross.
Ah, you're that tarnished. I am Freya, in battle. Oh, did you speak to... If you've yet to do, you'll find more of the Mikola the... If you've yet, assuming you...
Fie, then, but understand the Earth Tree, I believe, but never would. And yet,
I understand why they do the dialogue this way. It's
as
in
long
case
as
you get
you abide-
interrupted while you're being accosted by someone. But I really
urge, as
wish
long as
that
you abide-
it would just exhaust the dialogue on
I
the first
urge,
clip,
as long as you...
rather than leave it up to ambiguity on whether you actually claimed it all or not. Oh, good old Bellarat. I was so paranoid my first playthrough through here. I walked around just kind of cowering behind my shield for the most part. And good old Ansbach.
You must be the Tarnished. I am Ansbach. Formerly in service to Lord Moog. But now, like you, I'm hardly the steady hand I once was. Which is why I have chosen to dedicate myself to to discern Tender Mikola's ultimate purpose. I'd rather not volunteer service to a new master. May... 6 crosses. They are kin. If you discover any, be certain to tell me. I presume you, too. Just what kind... If you discover any certain, I presume just what kind of...
There we go. I really like the voice actor they
Hello
chose for
Together.
Ansbach and more.
We work together for Mikola the Kind. Many things we have found. Goodbye. Many things. Goodbye.
Sweetmore. I actually found out later on that he was Kaz in Shadow of Bone. So that was a nice discovery. Shows the range of that actor. And this took me forever to find. It does a good job to kind of give you a prelude of what the DLC's verticality is going to look like. But man, I wanted to get to that little church for so long and just could not find my way. All the bats. I wish they put the singing ones back. I miss those. But it does make sense why they wouldn't be singing America's Lament here. And I'll de-aggro them real quick. So let's see. Go ahead and do this. turtles. Let's see. I'm trying to recall. I think I need to go up before going towards the Blood Fiend's arm. There's another section to go through. If I remember correctly, though, this is through a cemetery, and there are plenty of enemies there who would like to smash my face in. Speaking of, there's one. I think I missed him. Yeah. That's because I hit the wrong button. Oh well. And full disclosure, I am not a good Elden Ring player. I am abysmal at the game, but I enjoy it mainly for the co-op reasons. So that's why this playthrough will be a little bit different in that I'm such a high level, I doubt I'll be able to do much here. This is more of a solo play, just to see how this goes as far as streaming. I think the pool is up here. It could be south, though. Let's see. Yeah, it's to the south. There we go. Sometimes you can get lucky and the pots respawn after a rest, or after a time progression. But I have seen it, especially when my first playthrough, sometimes they just don't. I actually went my entire first playthrough without picking up any of those. Because I didn't know that the individuals that carried the pots were special. I read online that that there was a thing, but I thought it was the ones with the baskets, not the pots. And there's a forager brood to the right, which I think is where I want to be anyway. So let's go up there for a quick visit. As well as these. I don't know how these differ other than the description from the base game Marvel Tiers, but I'm so glad that they included them. Because I think it's ridiculous it's a finite resource. I admit Black Myth Wukong absolutely spoiled me where you could respec on the fly without a consumable. Welcome in, Blackwell Broth. We have about the same health? Uh-oh. The voice bad or good? Nope. Just a casual streamer. You're actually welcome into my first stream. I decided to give streaming a chance just to see. I am actually speaking. If you type something, I can respond it back to you. Just to prove that I am a real human being. Well, thank you. That was one of the kind of challenges I had with the thought of streaming was I find it horribly obnoxious, but I think that's normal where everyone dislikes their own voice. Where am I from? Unfortunately, that is from the States. So I apologize in advance. I know, it's a dreadful shame. But we're not all bad. Just slight pockets. Let's see if there's any boars around here. Might be able to adjust this real quick. Out of curiosity, I get this a lot, especially when I'm on the phone with someone. They always question where I'm from. Where do you think I hail from? Just based on voice alone. Let's see, there should be a perfume bottle around here somewhere. This is the book, yeah. Oh, welcome in, Angeline. And looks like AI? What makes you say that? Any other games you play in here, though? This is actually my first live stream. So I've played Elden Ring, and then for kind of a offline test, I played Smallland: Survive the Wilds. Oh, lightning. Yeah, have you had a chance to play it? It is definitely fun to watch versus playing it. Oh, it's a rat. Ugh. The time investiture is there for sure. The character you actually see on screen now is what I call my cheat character, in that I spent a ridiculous amount of time grinding in the base game, so I am way over leveled. This was, I think, my 4th or 5th character. The first couple ones I leveled up to the meta of like 120 to 150, just depending. This one I decided to kind of use as a treat, but my goodness, the grind to get to this level. Streaming daily? No, I still have a day job. This is actually my inaugural stream, just to see if I like the hang of it. So still working out some bugs and some kinks, and just to see if I can actually play well while observed. And thank you. I admit I am an abysmal Elden Ring player. I enjoy it. My favorite part of it is honestly the co-op side of it. But where I haven't played it for a few months, I thought I'd go ahead and whip out this character just to reacclimate. Oh yes, I firmly admire all who are able to stream on a regular schedule. I will unfortunately be one of the most irregular ones you come across. I'm trying to remember where the pool is for the lightning bottle. That's why I keep kind of aimlessly wandering around. I thought it was around here. I picked up the book already. Hello, sheep. It'd be a dream to kind of be able to stream daily, just 3 or 4 hours here or there. Might be further in. Let's see. You do. You make it a job, and it ceases to be fun for many. Do I do YouTube too? Yes, I do. That's actually where I started out. A lot of my YouTube content is voiceless, so you can just enjoy the playthroughs. I have co-op adventures in Elden Ring. I have my Black Myth Wukong content, and even some of the other titles like Dragon's Dogma or Smalllands. Oh yes, Blackwell, the fashion is part of this. I had a playthrough where I went through only as a merchant, and that was a struggle because they have absolutely no poise to that armor. It's an angry bear. Let's see. You've gotta have fashion souls. Oh yeah, if you're a fashion icon, if you've played Elden Ring or Dark Souls, what's your favorite armor set or combo that you think's fashionable? Grace here, even though I don't think I need it. I'm trying to decide if I should run to the Poison Village or elsewhere. No Discord yet. I thought about putting one together. Ah, yes. I do like to mix and match for the outfits. Like for this one, I've got the Raging Wolf headgear on and then Hoslow's armor, just because of the character I was going for is a rather cheaty character since my stats are ridiculous in this. It seemed appropriate where Hoslow was kind of, I don't want to say worthless, but just didn't live up to expectations. Not even an account? I'm trying to remember what my Discord is. Bear with me just a second, I'll look it up. Let's see. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Sorry, I had to grab my other device here. Let's see. It should be under Disenchanted Sir. And do this so I can actually free my mouse. Very true. I set up some of the SEO things where I could just claim it, but exactly. I didn't want to get too invested too fast and then just kind of have the mental equivalent of throwing a party and no one show up. So I have very bare bones things on this. Like even the VTuber model I created, it has just the bare minimum in terms of physics and what it can actually do. I didn't spend much of my time actually moving things around. Plus, where it is more of a skeletal one, I did not want to have to do the 3/4 and full side turn views just because I couldn't figure out how to encapsulate the nose and the cheeks properly. But it was a fun challenge, nevertheless. Yeah, like the traditional RPGs of where you gather people along the way. I did, from concept sketch all the way through the rigging, and I will say my immense respect for people who were able to do that. Well, thank you, and now you've struck an interesting chord, Blackwell. PvP? Amazing? Oh no, my friend. I'm more of the co-op side of it than anything else. Although, I will say, those who go to the dueling grounds and set out their signs specifically for that, immense respect for that. That's a different kind of challenge altogether. But invaders that like to strike before a boss door or stuff like that, that's just mean. It's like, at least let the host get to the grace before you murder them. And I skipped over the shrine, I think. Let's see. I will say, the few times that I've been summoned recently, it seems to be more for fight clubs, of where the host sets up and they put out the wagging tongue, just so they can get 2 invaders and 2 cooperators come in and duke it out. It's very rare that I get summoned for bosses nowadays. To be honest though, one of my favorite parts in the early game, especially when the game first launched, was to be able to escort people around. I spent a ton of time in the underground, especially the sewer system and like Nokron and Noxtella, just walking tarnished around, like here's the way to go and here's how you jump through it, especially for the deep root depths. That was confusing at first. Ah yes, the fight clubs. And I love how it's an unspoken decorum where even the surge of new players to the Souls series caught on pretty quickly. Guess I could go get that talisman too. Absolutely. I much prefer the fight clubs to the random ambushes or the ones I have immense respect for. I've seen it a few times of if you're fighting an overworld boss like a rune bear or something that won't desummon your help. Sometimes I've seen it where the invader will just chill out in the background and wait for their turn. I have immense props for those. The worst ones are when you see a player go through, particularly the host, and you could tell they're just going through an absolutely grueling slog, and they manage to survive it, but then the invader chooses to thwart them right before they reach the grace. It's like, oh, at least let them touch the checkpoint. And let's see. What's that? Where there's a bridge, there's always a ballista. Pardon me, gents. I'm just going through and pilfering all the things. think if I stick to the right here, that's where I can get to Tholier. Or Tholier, however you pronounce his name. Saint Trina's biggest fan. Yep, there he is.
Oh, hello there. Are you the Tarnished? Lady Leda spoke of you. Another Tarnished.
The unconventional
guided
or
here
unlikely
by
chosen
Nicola the
spells
Kind.
and weapons.
My name is Tiolier. I too, so here's to new... well, I'm not. I'm as weak as a kid. I've always been this
I
way.
do
I'm
like that
afraid
line,
beyond
weak as a
sorry.
kitten with 2 planks. But with the unconventional or unlikely chosen spells, I admit the desk poker and the perfume bottles were some of my unexpected ones, but they got a buff in a later patch and then a debuff later on. What were ones that you like using? Actually, while I'm in a safe spot, I'll remove that. Put that there. Really, you used that one? How did that go? Because your primary attack with that one, isn't it just a headbutt? It does it. Did you use the prattling freight with it? It's supposed to be a laugh/cry? I'm not quite sure which one it is. Excellent. Gotta keep with the themes. I know when I did my merchant playthrough, that was one thing I tried to consistently do, is not quite set up a full shop, but at least make sure that I had enough items to spare for whomever summoned me. One of the popular ones was it's not the neutralizing bolus, it's the one that works for the Scarlet Rot. I was sad to find out later on, though, that it is a finite resource, because there's only so many Aeonian butterflies. No kidding. Strength at 163. Huh. I would have never guessed. You can actually get a pretty good damage with that build. And I bet you had to use the Poise Talisman with it, because I don't think it has much in the way of that. Oh yes, the barbed wire shields, those are fun. I did like the Thorn armor as well, where you could roll into them and inflict a minute amount of damage, but still enough to make it fun. I'm really impressed with those who were able to go through and actually use it. Oh, I've never picked that one up. Actually use it as a viable build for an entire playthrough. Like, that's the only damage type that they can do. Oof. Was that the pole torch or a different one? Or just the standard torch? I admit I've never attacked with one. Oh, that's right, it is considered a torch item. For whatever reason, I thought it was a flail, but if it's a torch, that makes more sense. Okay, here's the way down. It's like I know there's a way to get to the talisman. Yeah, it's even brighter than the Frenzied Flame one, isn't it? No. Bad, bad. Easy, Mesmer soldiers. I'm not interested in that. This is just a gathering mission, not a hunting one. It's like there's always time for that later. Oh, Egon. Piteous Egon.
The pain. The pain. My arms, my legs, each lies a bloody ruin. The pain. The exquisite pain.
And you want to talk about someone being a voice actor? Major kudos to the one who voiced Egon.
Bale!
Vile Bale!
Oh, terror incarnate! There is life in me yet! I will soon feast upon your heart! Mark my words! You too shall know fear! Oh, the pain.
The exquisite.
The exquisite pain.
I think he'll say the same thing until I rest. Which actually may be a good opportunity. If you don't mind, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to refill my water, so bear with me just a moment. And we are back. Sorry for the delay on that one. Back to the game. Let's rest and see what Mr. Egon still has to say. Move my little mouse. Let's see. There we are.
Please, no more. I am sorry. I repent. Oh, come no closer. Oh, the horror. Please, savage me no further. Oh, oh, oh.
Oh,
Please,
Blackwell, are you actually invading someone at the moment?
more.
Or are you fighting a different
Spare
boss?
me your cruelty. Please spare me.
Oh, wait, let's go to the dragon. Ah, Colosseum. Leading in with the sleep builds are pretty nice. Have you had any luck with, I think it's a fist weapon that Thalia drops? It inflicts eternal sleep as well. Yes, the needle. Because I wondered, if you're using sleep bolts, did you find a good farm for those, or have you just played through that many times you have an abundance of the crafting material? Aren't those a finite resource too? Ow. Rude. Mix of both. As I wondered, I've seen many people in the Colosseums do all kinds of interesting things, but I just can't help but wonder, what do you do with the resources that are so scarce? Of course, I'm the crazy type of person that I have several profiles under Elden Ring. I don't have a character that's gone to New Game Plus. I just remake new characters and start from scratch. Okay, I gotcha. Ow. Oof, goodness. I may die on this bridge. Bob and weave, bob and weave. You gotta farm for the lilies. That makes sense. Trying to think where else we can go to get the fragments other than Bellarat. But I'm thinking it's Bellarat. Let's take a look. So I've gone to the north and to the south. Could go to the jail. Oh, I didn't explore that area yet. Oops. Nice. Main game 5 times, the DLC once. I think this is my third playthrough for the DLC. I've beaten it twice, But I'm really curious to see what they've done to Radon after the patch, because it's been, again, been months since I last played it, so I have no idea what they've done to him. Since you've gone through the DLC, who is your favorite boss either to fight or just from a lore perspective? Because I put those in two different categories. I should have just used the grace to teleport, but oh well. That's a good point. I think it was, and this is probably not good to call out another person's content, but it was either Vati or Zoli the Witch, whose video I first watched, and it showed that Bale actually had two of Placidus heads still attached to him. And then Mesmer, I do like it from his lore, the Abandoned Son. I think it was a missed opportunity with Ranella not to have her in front of his keep rather than the hippo. Reason being is if she was as loyal to him as the items and other descriptions lead us to believe, surely she would have been guarding him. Because the hippo just doesn't quite make sense to me. I haven't found a piece of lore or anything to really justify why it's there. Other than it's just a hippo. Ooh, that would have been... that would have been very, very cool. But, oh my goodness, the light show that would encompass from all of that. Now that you say that, I really want that. Double boss. Oh, and this guy, he's gonna jump me because he's a meanness. Oh, wait. Wrong button. And grab the item. Whee! Death. Not death. I am surprised. Yes, that would have been amazing. Especially if you kill Mesmer first. Could you imagine just the rage Vanilla would have? Oh, now you're talking. We should definitely write into FromSoft about that one. Because they missed an opportunity. Only got one of those. Blah, blah, blah. Now, Ranella taking his eye. I was trying to think, that would kind of make her like Morgoth in that she'd be grace given. Because that was Marika's seal on the Abyssal Serpent. Bad birds. I say that and I run right into one. That, or with Mesmer being granted her twin moons, I wonder if she could have worn like a ring or something like that, or the hair that Renala gave her. Wonder if Mesmer could pick that up and use it kind of like a consumable item where he could summon something from it, be it the twin moons or something like that. Or maybe his staff, or technically polearm, gets wreathed in moonlight, kind of like Ludwig from Bloodborne. I forget, did Ansbach know about that other cross? Let's see.
Righteous Oh, you must mean some more provision, some more traffics, his brethren. No doubt they find these are not, should you spot any. Righteous.
Welcome. Oh, I know. Give this to Tiolier. He
Right.
asked me to find it. I finally found it. Many things. Goodbye.
See, Rykard's one of those characters that I kind of understand, but I admit there's some things that are left out in that, what was his name? You fight him at Farum Azula as an invader. He drops an item that implies that Ronnie and Rykard conspired together. So it makes me wonder what his real motives were, other than just
What can
to become the serpent.
Oh? I have to say, Sir Moore's wonderful. I don't think I'll have to think. Forgive you too, I'll mix up. If you find your sleep is a bar.
I'm
Is
weary
that
of
so?
life.
Then take this. This concoct for you, for all. So,
I don't have the runes for nearly anything because I purposely deposited them all beforehand in the form of smithing stones. Now, of the three, Radon, Rykard, and Ronnie, I understand Ronnie's motives the best, but poor Radon just got the worst of all of it. Because it's not really confirmed whether he was a consensual consort or not. It more seems that Mikola just kind of elected to be like, yes, I want this one, whether he was on board with it. And I hated this part so much in my first playthrough, just because of the nastiness. Oops. Yeah, but I can't remember what she promised. Because in her kind of main scheme of things, the world would end and it'd go through like an endless night. Nastiness. Oh, wrong button. Nasty little buggies. Essentially, yes. There's an adorable animation on YouTube that I think it's set to a Taylor Swift song that shows Mikola as a mastermind. And it's basically him shipping Radon the entire time. Probably too far out. No, it reached. Alright. think there's just a grace up here. I don't think there's anything else. Which I will go ahead and sit at just because I wasted so many flasks. And that's for the torrent upgrade, not for me, because I need to pick up some more. And you don't have the right, I know. I have to say, this is one of the worst places to get invaded because you've got the aerials from up top. And of course, everyone likes to bait you. The falcon ones, can't remember what the enemy's called, but the horned warriors, I guess, are always come this way. There we go. And these big guys here are always, at least in my first playthrough, gave me quite the challenge, because I don't think I had any fragments yet, and I was just walking and like, oh, okay, this will be kind of nice little town and mini dungeon. No, I was sorely mistaken. I have such a trouble with the falcons. I have yet to figure out a good strategy for them other than cry and run. But I'll tell you who's worse than the falcons in this game for me, and it's the lion-headed ones. Especially when you're in the last area of... I can't remember the city's name, but it's El Harem or something like that. Those lion men are just the worst bane of my existence. I did figure out a way to kind of avoid them towards the end, but that took some finessing, and even then, I can't tell you how many times I set out the mimic just to give them some fodder so I could run away and be safe. It's like, here, go fight the mimic and leave me be. Knowing that the mimic would not survive. Which is a shame because I really like their headdress, and I wanted to claim it for myself because the first one you unlock is such a mess with just in terms of its size compared to your character model. When you beat the lion dancer, it's just so stupid looking. It's like, really? I wish they had made it a tenth of its size. Speaking of a horned warrior. Ow. I'm decimated by a horned warrior. There we go. And I wanted their weapons to be viable too, but didn't have a strength build at the time, so I didn't get to really utilize them as much as I would have hoped. It is very goofy. I just wish it was a tad smaller. The first time I put it on, I thought it was broken. Because I played the game on launch. I was like, oh no. They didn't code this one correctly. No, it's coded correctly. It just meant to look like that. Like we were talking about earlier, though, in terms of fashion, who can say? If it fits, it fits. Go ahead and use one of these again. What I should do, and I'll do it after I kill this one, is equipment. Put on that again. Yeah, because that's the key to the Grand Dam. And then if memory serves, it's around here for the sewer key. Yeah, I thought you'd be there. Well, Depths key. They decided not to call it a sewer, even though that's kind of what it is. So we'll visit Grandma real quick.
Who art thou, stranger? By the look of thee, another of Messmer's peons, methinks. Tell me, does thy kind never weary grow?
Nope, we're tarnished.
How do these old bones fascinate thee yet? How thou camest? Listen, for thy till then, with this. For what reason? Inept, else loathsome.
It was interesting that she called Marika a strumpet. That's an insult I have not heard. And this is just a back way into there. Doo-doo-doo. Keep wanting to go that way, and that's not the right way. I remember you walk in through there, and that way's blocked off. I think this leads to the courtyard. Who's got the magic? You do. That way I can stay topped off without having to abuse the flask. Oh, this is the first invasion with meanness, isn't it? I think I'll continue on the adventure and come back to him later. Just because I struggle with him. That jab that he has. Oof. Wrong way again. Yes. I think I was calling him Farquaad in my first playthrough, because the fact that he kept popping up, and his dialogue is very creepy if you uncover him later on in the flesh. Say not a fan. Quillag's his name, I think. Go unlock the shortcut real quick. He certainly did not. I liked how he was kind of a loyal Mesmer follower and subordinate to Marika, but he took it to the levels of creepiness where it's like, no, 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 no. So I definitely agree blinding him was the best option. Although his weapon was kind of disappointing. It wasn't exactly what I thought it would be. Sorry, putting on a jacket. Got a little chilly in here. There we are. Back up top. And now we get to go fight some more buggies. Speaking of, they met me at the door. How nice. Not. Traveling medic with his current outfit. Did you take the Vare's outfit one, or are you doing a different kind of cosplay? The blood surgeon, I think they're called. Oh, hello. Yes. Isn't there two of you in here? There you are. Bone bone. That's the one that has homing spirits. Vare's chest and gloves. And Dane's hat. Oh, I like it. I really like the Shadow Militia's little hat. It reminded me so much of a Heartless from Kingdom Hearts. I tried to wear it for a long time too. And Vare's chest piece was a pain to get because in my first, I think 2 playthroughs, I killed Mohg before I found the invaders in the palace. And once you do that, they're locked down. Damn. Where'd you come from? Oops, there you go. Wanna come back up? True, very true. I did like Dane's outfit too. It just... I don't know what it was with that. And this is bait. I know it's bait, but I'm gonna take it anyway. Oh, darn it. I missed. That's okay. True, because even if you think of like the prospector's hats and even Roger's has a cowl to it. I had a cosplay build with Roger too. This is just the upper part with the scorpions, isn't it? Or no, this leads down to the flyman. Goodness, so many runes already. And I made a point to dissolve of most of mine just so I wouldn't have any to lose. Because I intend to die an awful lot. nasty. I think there's a putrescent spirit down here, and I don't remember what else. Poison hands are somewhere around here too. The lore behind these guys is quite sad. It makes me wonder if it was a kindred of rot that kind of contributed to this. Because I think it's in the talisman, the ailing talisman, that says something along the lines of those who cared for them never turned themselves. So that makes me wonder if it was a purposely inflicted kind of plague. Or if it was just more experimentation by the horn scent. Because after reading the lore behind the jars, it's like, oh no. Yeah, it could be. One thing I would love for them to do, and I don't think they'll ever do it to date, I don't think they've ever officially done it, would be to actually publish a legitimate book on the lore. Like, tell me the story of the Shattering. I would love to read the chapter on how Godric the Grafted? It's Godwyn, Godfrey, and yeah, Godric. Godric the Grafted got trounced by Melania and carved to little pieces. I think that would be a very nice chapter. And I'm not even a fan of Melania. I just hate Godric that much. Well, hate's a strong word. I would say I pity him, because if you were descended from Godfrey and turned out the way that he did, that's quite pathetic. Oh no, you. Forgot. Let us date the NPCs. Of the NPCs to date, which one would you choose? Don't punish that. Raya and Vare. I can see Raya, because she's very sweet and innocent. Vare would be an interesting one. I think he would definitely call you as a pet name of Lambkin. Oh, the lion. Let's see. Trying to remember if I missed anything other than the Quelaag invasion. As you're right, I am maidenless, because I choose not to have a maiden. Alright, I'm curious. I never summoned Freya for this fight. Let's see what she does. And I've got that on. Got the flask. Well, Vade's voice actor did play in the Dark Flick series, or I can't remember what it is. So, Butler would be appropriate. And this fight I have such a hard time with. I loved it from the trailer, but I am terrible at it.
O horn-decked beast from higher sphere delivered, take root inside the tower's sculpted keepers, and perched within, we beg of thee, rise. Dance and kavod, cleanse all that thou wilt. Cruelty, woe, and those who plague the tower.
I'm predicting at
Cleanse
least a couple
away
deaths
the
for this one.
Strumpet's vile progeny.
Oh, for sure. And they misuse words as well, too, so that's frustrating, but... At least it's not as egregious as Dragon's Dogma. Excuse me while I do my buffing. He's gonna charge me. That's a shame. Asta would make a good tattoo. I think he just ate the mimic. Or no, he ate the red mane. That's what I was afraid of. There we go. Worst part about Asta's true. There's our lion head. Gonna be the shadow gun. You reminded me though, Astel of the Void was one of the first areas that I actually really got to help in co-op. I just made a kind of int build that was, I think, going towards Ronnie's ending for my first character, and Rock Sling was amazing for him. I can't tell you how many times I got summoned for that fight. And let's see. Small private hauler. Go visit Grandma. And we'll put on the lion head as soon as I remember where it's at. There it is. See how silly. I'm here, Grandma. Give me my soup. Sounds like a plan. Thank you so much, Blackwell. It was a delight chatting with you. Hope you have a good night.
As a sculpted. Oh, as I felt the sacred. Forgive this old woman, her foolish is such relief. After and as of it. Oh, I implore, have my son accompany thee to and take when they who let them my son. Oh, sculpted, my song will I sing. Oh, my son. Oh, horn-decked beast from higher sphere delivered, we beg of thee to dance and cavort, dance and cavort. Cleanse all that thou wilt, cruelty, woe, and those who plague the tower. Cleanse away the strumpet.
And I'm trying to remember if there's a quick way to get to Quelag from here. Without having to go through you. Hey, that's nice. It's rare that that drops first. Although, my mistake being I could have just killed them. Oh.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
And that's your boss's line, not yours. I got greedy. No.
Mark my words.
Thank you.
Graceless heathen, thou shalt not evade the flame of Mesmer.
Whew. I hate him so much. And I think that's the only thing I get from this, too. You've got green, yellow eyes. Thank you. long have we been going? About 30 minutes more. Shriek of Sorrow. I thought there'd be a tree fragment or something down here. I could be mistaken. Go back to round table. Spend our runes. Actually, let's upgrade this too.
Now.
Take Sombers. Alright, well now that we're here, I'm going to take a very quick break. I'll go to the restroom, and I'll be right back. Alright, well, we'll stream for a little bit longer. I have a few more things I want to accomplish here. Trying to remember where to get the Skadu blessings, or shadow blessings. Whew, forgive the yawn. I think I've spent my runes. Yes. I thought there was not necessarily a grace, but a cross from here. I'll have to take a closer look. And this gives me an opportunity to farm for that armor. Which, let me do this real quick. Just to make sure that things are still running as they should. Hop over to OBS and watch for almost real time, because there's a delay on the Twitch side of it. Alright, all looks good. I was really fortunate, I actually had a couple people stop in. I was not expecting that for my first stream. Do you spawn again? Or have I already passed you? The way you fell makes me think not, but that's fine. There you are. Hello, friend. Goodness. Two, three, four. Ouch. Always a challenge with those. Which is a shame because they actually drop one of my favorite armor pieces. Do I still have... I do, okay. And I'm trying to remember. I got the thing that was here. Beat the big man. Beat the mage. Slice through those. There was an indoor area somewhere where it had another Michaelis cross that Ansbach wasn't aware of. Sorry, big man. It's not near the birds. Maybe it was through here? Thank you. Does that mean you dropped something? Yes. Because that just leads down to the sewer. Bye-bye. Oh, goodness. Nope. Oh, you hit me anyway. My turn. Because that leads down. You lived? Alright. I'm impressed. You have a death warrant on your head, though. Because I killed your protector. Give me this fragment. Bad birdie. There's 2 or 3 birds through here. It was indoors somewhere. So I walked across there. That's a broken bridge. That you can get to, but not the inverse. Not nice. Where's your friend? Not bothered? Alright. Oh, these little nasties. Yay, bugs. Because this is just a shortcut towards the main entrance. Trying to remember what's through here. Now to get that door open. Not from this side. Oh yes, you don't have the right. Let's go up a bit and see. So I could have sworn there was another area. It's not through the scorpion's lair. This is feeling familiar. Ow. I should have seen that one coming. Nasty. I'm sorry, but you all are just gross. know you're disease-ridden, and it wasn't necessarily your fault, but nasty all the same. There you are. Ansbach will be happy to hear about that. My arm sinistral. Lovely. That's a good message. And this is the bouquet. Yeah. Okay. I think that's everything I wanted to do here. Because I don't necessarily want to go through the sewer. Although this might open that other door. Oh, decisions. Fine. Decision made. Oh yeah, stand in the poison. Makes a lot of sense. I don't think there's anything down here. Yeah, I thought so. Because you're on the opposite side of that. And this murky water makes me think of poison every time, so I'm surprised that it doesn't. FromSoftware does like their poison swamps. And there's a man down here that I rather angered earlier. There you are. Sorry about the misunderstanding, but you were supposed to die much sooner. And I saw that one and it still hit me anyway. Oh well. Thank you. Up we go. And I don't think this is where I necessarily want to be, because there's a man up here that will try to murder me. Oh no, wait, I already took care of him and haven't rested yet. That's nice. That is very nice. So I found the thing Ansbach would be after. But there's one more thing in Ballarat that I can't seem to recall. It's how you open that other hidden door. I guess I can go up this way anyway. Because my buddy won't be here anymore. At least he shouldn't. I don't think I've rested. And up we go. And it's interesting they let you go through here, but you can't advance that much further. Not necessarily what I'm after, but I'll take it. I remember seeing this in my first playthrough. What does Mr. Ghost have to say? Let's go all the way up. Ah, welcome in. Freda, nice to have you. I'm doing well. How are you today? Let's go ahead and just teleport back to Ansbach, because I'm lazy. Freda VTuber. Ah. Do you stream on Twitch, or are you on another platform as a VTuber? The stream's going very well. This is actually my first one, and I've surprisingly had a few people join and actually chat, so that's more than I could have ever hoped for. Oh, I said I was going to go to Ansbach and I missed him.
Righteous Tarnished. What brings you here?
Yeah, for this stream, I'm just kind of going through, and this isn't my first time through the DLC, but I'm using kind of a treat character.
Much obliged. As suspected, kindly Mikola has visited the lands which hold the town, and appears he must be seeking Righteous Tarnished.
No, I don't stream daily. I'm still kind of setting up and getting into a groove for it. This is my very first one, so I'm trying to see if it's worthwhile or if it's even remotely entertaining. Games I usually play. I am a fan of the Souls-like series, so I have Elden Ring and Black Myth Wukong. And then for just like a fun casual game, Smallland, Survive the Wilds. Minecraft is one of your favorites. That one I have to say I have never played. I know about it, but I've never actually taken the time to download it and try it. What about it is your favorite part? Is it more of the creative building side of it? The searching for things? What's the allure behind it? And how do you play it? Because I know there's quite a few ways to go about it. The exploration. Kind of going through and delving deep to see if you find the diamonds or the other things. I'm trying to think of other games like that. I guess you could kind of say Subnautica or any of the survival ones might be similar, but the problem with them is they get into a grindy state. You make graphic stuff for streamers. How nice. Is it more of the kind of idle icons and things like that? Discord? Oh, not yet. I kind of went bare bones with my setup. Poor Egon.
The pain.
I'll leave you be for now.
Pain. My arms.
Hey, welcome back, Angeline. Happy to see I'm still online. Oops. Ow. Your timing is inopportune. Oh, wait. Bad bird. I might be streaming for another 30, 40 minutes or so. Oh no. Don't really have a set time. But you're always welcome to hang out. And I'm afraid I don't have too many socials. Oh, goodness. Yikes. Tells me I'm too soon for this area. I need some more blessings. Yeah, you can create time with schedule. Yes, this is kind of an anomaly to stream today in that we actually had a holiday. Still killed it, but only barely. So I know I won't be streaming around this time usually through the work week, but maybe on weekends or after shift. Sorry, no socials. I honestly can say I've never had a Twitter. And as for bosses I'm looking forward to, I really like the humanoid bosses in the DLC. So you've got Renala, Mesmer, and my favorite is Midra, even though I'm terrible at fighting him. It's such a cool concept for a boss. A little conflicting in terms of lore, though, they said he was too weak to be a Lord of Frenzy, but then his boss title is Midra, the Lord of Frenzy, so I don't know if that was just a mistranslation, or if he only became Lord of Frenzy after he removed his head. Oops. Oh, thank you, Alula. I'll have to think about that one. I do see more and more cause to set up a Discord, though. That's something I will have to look into after the stream. Oh, Angelina, the lore is much up to interpretation. There are some lore masters such as Vati and Zuli the Witch that speculate, but the unfortunate thing with FromSoft is nothing is ever really confirmed, so we can make up our own stories if we want. That level of ambiguity is something they pride themselves on. I'll tell you, the boss I'm least looking forward to is Bale. I struggled immensely with that nasty creature. Ugh. Although, I'm kind of torn. It's either Bale or Radon Phase 2 is rough. And I'll tell you why, and it won't be for a reason that it's just a skill issue or anything like that. It's that I'm actually photosensitive, so having bright, flashy lights and that strobingness can trigger a very powerful migraine. So I struggled through those fights all the time when they get the fireworks going. Now, we can easily dismiss that as it's a pure skill issue, I'll acknowledge that. But there is some modicum of, give me some grace, it's awful. But Ranella is such a fun fight. She will thoroughly trounce me several times, but I might as well go this way. Can't remember where the rest of the early blessings are. I'm already up to 4. So, hello, Bolus the second. Thank you for the stagger. I think I'm under him. There I go. Smithing stones. And royal grease. Alright. Oh good, I do have my shield on. I need to remember to actually use it. Because there's a dog. There we are. Hello, friends. Come here, puppy. Away you go. I think my lady's up here. I believe I did, Angelina. I haven't actually looked at my Discord yet. I've been too busy with the controller. I'll take a look at it before end of day, though. Ah, no worries. Thank you for the enthusiasm. Again, this was far more than I anticipated. I thought I'd be streaming to the ether and kind of just rambling on in my own sense of madness. It's delightful to actually have people in chat. Poor pup. Although, based on his condition, he probably is better off that way. But while on the topic of Discord, I've only been a member of another streamer's Discord briefly in the past. What kind of things would you like to see on it? I know there's like a general chatting session to play together. I'm fond of the pets one, as people are willing to post their animals, because it's always nice to see the furry companions. Oh dear. Maybe an art section. And I imagine Discord even has templates for this kind of thing as well. But what to call it? Hey, another blessing. I can never remember if you actually have to interact with the crosses. I'll do so anyway, just to be safe. While that's loading, let me do something real quick. Sorry about that. Interesting to know that the VTuber model will zoom in and out so aggressively. I'll have to make note of that in the future.
Righteous time.
Alright, you don't seem to care about that other one, but you may have known about that cross. If I remember, I think you can get down from there. So, Angeline, how's your day going? Let's see. Yes, I thought you could. Not resin. Goodness, I've got runes again. I'll have to remember to get rid of those before I take on my next boss fight. And I think I'm safe going through here, so I don't break the rune just yet. Because I think it's as you approach Castle Inns, or no, it's not Castle Inns, it's Mesmer's castle. Down we go. I think it's continuing on to the left. The verticality is something I was not expecting for this DLC. It's a welcomed addition, but the map that they chose to use for it leaves a little bit to be desired, where it's just hard to see certain things. And the lovely bats. And a crab. Pardon me, Mr. Crab. Mean you no harm. I'm just coming through. Oh, Shadow Militiaman. I do love your hats. I might try to spawn... might try to farm for those later. And poison. I forgot about the poison. Head towards the hovel, and then double back for the Forger Brood. I will take this. Thank you. Probably should look for the rest of the Forgers as well. There's the busted spring that leads to... like Remorse... or Reprimand, that's it. Bale the Dread. I can't remember if this was a passage through or if this is a dead end. Dead end. So Spirit Spring's the way to go. I'll break that in a moment. Because I don't think I can get there from here. Maybe I can. No, 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 no. No to all of that. Let's see. I believe this is where I came. I guess that's just the other way down. Isn't there a forger brood around here somewhere? There's the eagles. Wow, that's where the festive grease is. Let's see. Every time I see the festive grease, I think of the celebrants. Cackling happy ladies. Who, interestingly enough, also partake in skinning, which makes me wonder if they learned about the truth behind the jars. You think that'd be something America would keep firmly under wraps? I do like in Mesmer's castle they actually have an infirmary dedicated to them. It almost makes it seem as if he was trying to cure them. He, or at least his followers. Do I have one of these? I do. And up we go. Don't think there's anything back here. I think this is just a ledge to land on. Which, why they didn't make just a larger spirit spring is beyond me. It may have been a level design or a physics limitation. And up we go. Go ahead and grab the grace. Mr. Omen Killer. You're as bad as one of the perfumers. Ow. That was my face. Grab the other grace. It is interesting that they put two so close together. I would expect them to have a little bit more distance. And I don't want to go down the hole. I want to go straight out the door. So I'm going to jump and run for my life. Oh no, I might be bad. Decide to smack this guy instead. Bye-bye. Take his item, take all the things. Blessed Bone Shard. I'm trying to remember what those were used for. I think it's a crafting of some kind. Well, clearly it's crafting, but I can't remember if it's a pot or... It's not the spirit stone things. Alright, so we got that one. Jump. And if I remember, that's like the back of Gaius's arena. Or maybe not. There is a cross down there. So I'll need to remember to go that way. But I also have to remember not to venture too far north towards the castle, as that will break the rune. So, kind of on that perpendicular there of, I can get to the cross, but I can't go too much further. The dragon. Seeing as I have no desire to entertain you, I'm gonna go the long way round. And hope that you don't see me. There's usually an item around here, but I think it's that crossbow that I don't use. This is like the field that leads to the Misbegotten. And there's the castle. And Dane should be around here somewhere. 'Cause there's the knight. There you are. I don't have your gesture yet, so I'll have to come back. Just so I can put a little marker there real quick. Just gonna go around. I have no desire to be fighting the knights right now. No desire. Go away, Mr. Knight. Oh. Yep. Thank you. Now I run away. Time is okay, noon. Lady Letta.
You have a knack for timing, I found the Mikola has, he says, the truth of it is evident. Go to the machine, that forsaken Go to the machine, that forsaken.
Alright, so we skip through their dialogue.
Hello again. Did you meet They're quite the congregate, doubtless it of all, were it not for the This is what the work. Oh, that man is known as Dane.
Dane, a proper
He's been
pain.
in the service of Mikola the Kind longer than he might be solemn of cheer. There's no cause for Danes would look. We've been acquainted, perhaps one. Wondering about the true enough. Long ago, a cleanse. It's no wonder the Huns had a side, and in this regard, they were never saints. They just happened to be, but it's still a wretched.
And she said the line from the trailer. And I think I have to go down and around. Let's see. To get to one of the foragers. I'd love to go get the perfume bottle, but I don't want to break the rune just yet. Although I don't think there's anything more I have to do. I've delivered the thing to Tholier. Did Ansbach's side quest, so it should be fine. But just in the abundance of caution. Did I not go far enough down yet? Let's see. I thought it was right around here. Oh goody, a lobster. The thing can probably one-shot me even at my level. But just because the blessings are so low. That leads back to the forge. Is that a pot man? No, it's a... No, thank you. It's back to the dragon. I don't remember if there's anything around this pool that was of interest, other than the turtle. Let's see. Don't think I'll be able to... Well, I was able to open the map. Alright. And let's see, where is the Dane's one? There it is. Sorry, Dane, but I really dislike you. In both my first playthrough and the final time we fight you, you caused me immense pain. So, that was satisfying. A little bit of revenge with an over-leveled character. Give me your stuff. Thank you. Alright, that gets me up to 6. Trying to recall, there was a way to get up to 9 fairly early. Let's go to the map real quick. So I spoke to Letta. I can do the invasion there. I should honestly do Castellensis. Find the fort. I'm trying to remember. I think There's a painting, or maybe it's... I know you relieve the painting from here, but I'm trying to remember where you get Mesmer's crest painting. I probably should go to that mausoleum, though. And fight the Soldier of Solitude. Just so I can get the Berserk armor. I do have runes, though. Not that many. Because I think I have to fight him solo. I don't think I can have any help. That should be interesting. He's probably going to murder me. Because I don't even think I can summon my Mimic. Waybirds. I know I could summon a person, but again, with this character so over-leveled, I doubt there'd be anyone to come to my aid. Good trade, sir. Took all my stamina on that one. Very good trade. Ow. I think you have me in this one. I do like the bow. It's nice. Oof. I got greedy. Yeah. Got stuck in an animation. Oh well. That's the first death of the DLC. And justly so. This guy is a difficult one. I don't think I have enough time to cast these, but we'll see. That worked out a little better. Still well fought. He is a tough one. So at that point, I'll bounce back to the round table. And let's go buy some smithing stones. Although I don't think there's much need to. Let's see, purchase. 'Cause I've got a fair amount. I just don't like walking around with runes. Less of a thing to lose. And let's see, sort chest. And deposit some of the things I've picked up recently. Like that. There we go. So now I've defeated that guy. There's the abandoned village. I'm trying to remember where the painter is in this area. I think it's somewhere along this area. So let me put 2 markers just in between. And good old torrent. My shield back on. So foggy. So I do remember it was near those pillars. Maybe it's this. I'd be fortunate if it was that close. Ah, there it is. Memory does serve. Not that I need this shield in particular, because the one I have is probably better. I just like collecting them. This one and the wolf one I used pretty heavily in my first playthrough. And then this is where you pick up the other weapon. Yeah. And it's like right here, because it's past the jail entrance, but near the dragon. I probably should have rested at a grace, that way I can get rid of some of this fog. That's alright. And I'm gonna give the pool a wide berth just because I know the dragon that lurks there. You can kind of see him there. So that's the entrance to the jail. And the painter, I think, should be around here somewhere. So there's the dragon. And it's looking towards the bridge. Oh no, it's looking towards the sacred tower, which is behind me. Let's go a little bit this way. Oh, the Ash of War is up there as well. I'll come back for that. Oh, you're just miniature. I thought you were clipped through the floor. This rocky alcove, I could have sworn, is where the painter is. That's the jail entrance. Might be on the wrong side. Or no, here's the jail entrance. All the birds. Can't remember if this is where I get a piece of the armor or just the Ash of War. Ah, this is where I get the armor. The Ash of War, I thought was over here, but may not be. Sorry, birdies. I didn't mean to steal. Well, I meant to steal, but I didn't mean to disturb. Is that the... Oh, no. There you are. Hello, painter. Yes, the Serpent Crest shield. I think mine's still better than it. I'll have to take a look at the stats. Let me go grab this grace first, though. So far in. And the ice perfume bottle is in Bonnie Jail. It's not in this one. This one is where you first get to encounter some of the lore of the pots, though. So, Distinguished Shield. Yeah. Even not leveled up, you can tell. There we go, now the mist is gone. That's nice. So I've cleared the castle. That's my next destination because I know there's stuff there. But actually, let's go here first. Because I know there's a tree fragment. Excuse me. I'm sorry, chat. Didn't mean to bump that. I probably made some noise. And Mr. Torrent. Let's go this way. I'm trying to avoid the knights. I just don't want to mess with them. The little worms were cute. Although I think I prefer the jellyfish. Little minor tree growing here. Thank you. Goodbye, perfumers. Mean birds. There you are. I was looking for the forager broods. Pearlescent scale. Let's go through Castle Incense. Incense. That one's a difficult one. At least for me to say. Alright. On we go. And to get ambushed by the puppies. Even knowing that there were 3, I still got ambushed. Oh well. Shoot. Away with you all. On your way. I don't think this was anything worth having. No, it wasn't. Very sneaky. For a game whose platforming is not its strongest suit, the verticality in this kind of does it a disservice. But also makes for some interesting endeavors. And turtles. And this is not where you get the two-headed turtle talisman, even though it reminds me of the place that you do. It's like slimes or something in here. Not resin. Unexpected backstab. I'll take it though. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna open the front gates. Because Gostok's not here to say, open the gates! I have to do it myself. Which is fine. I had to do the same in Ballarat. And I think there are some puppies around here too. Let's see. There you are. Bad dog. Although, I am technically an invader, so good dog? Oh, I forgot. Moongrum version 2 is up here. I really struggle with the NPC invasions. And you. I forgot about you. It's been a while since I've been through Ensis. And I'll go ahead and heal. And I don't need you interfering with the fight. Well, that was anticlimactic. That one actually gave me so much trouble in my first playthrough. I overcompensated, I suppose. Fine by me. Let's pop down here real quick. No ambush. I do like the blue flames. This is just the side room. I was disappointed it wasn't like Ray Lucarian where there was a hidden section to it. Thank you, Mr. Burger King. I get what they were going for with those heads, but it just doesn't translate well, I think. I don't think you dropped anything. I think that's the message. Oh. Face fell into the fireplace. I apologize. I see you up there. These gentlemen I'm debating on. I could technically bypass them, but I think I'll do this instead. I don't want them ganging up on me if their knight friend shows up. Buddy, I'm right here. So I can't remember the knight ahead's patrol route. I guess he doesn't come this far down. Bad place to fight. I don't remember if you used those anywhere in the DLC. Maybe one to get to the Vergras talisman. Good night. I'm so bloody. And I think it's all clear from here to get to the Grace, because now we're before one of the hardest bosses in the DLC, Renella, whose name I hate. I may not fight her this time round. I might give it one try. That's the lobster. I thought this led to somewhere. You had to jump off here to... I may be mistaken. Well, there's a landing there. I did touch the Grace. I remember jumping off this way. For what? I don't recall. Is it a spell or something? 'Cause I can't get to that, but I can... I see. And welcome in, Worst Nightmare. What is that emoticon? It looks like something with bug eyes. Ah, nice. Welcome in. How's your day going? Oh, not too bad. I say that because I'm about to get kicked thoroughly by Auntie. Renella is one of the hardest ones that I struggle with. So you just arrived in time for a bloodbath, particularly mine, in which she will be bathing in it like Camilla. Alright, let's see. How much magic does this block against? Not bad. Take that off. I'm trying to think what's the strategy for her, other than not die. Do I have any boiled prawn? Don't think so, not on this character. Mesmer. His phase 1 isn't bad, but phase 2, where he whips out the snakes, is pretty dreadful. The move that he always gets me with seems to be the grab. And no matter my character's level or what I've invested in vigor, it seems like it's always a one-shot. Yep, Stars of Ruin's a good one. Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame. I love his lore so much. The neglected son of America. Which you could say that for most of her children, but Mesmer just hits a little bit differently. Let's do this. The only thing I dislike with Renella and Mesmer is that I think she was justified a cutscene or something more with him. Nope, bad lady. Destroyed. Didn't even get my buffs going yet. Agreed. Easy, woman. Those are on me. Feel a little cheap having Letta here, but she doesn't do much in terms of damage. I was hoping she would just serve as a distraction. It really did. This is going surprisingly well. I'm surprised. Oh, moon time. Oops, mistimed that one. I had to say it was going well. Shame on me. I know better than to do that. No, 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 no! Oh, dear. Well, that was very, very close, and I feel like I kind of cheated on that one. Gaius' story is rather sad. I feel so awful where you just invade his home and then kill him and his wife. It's like, really? They were just chilling, having a nice retirement, and then I show up and ruin their day. But I suppose that's true for most of the Tarnish. I'm not really using that, so I'll take it off. One lonely chair. Well, that goes for Vanilla. Trying to think what else I was supposed to do before I break that rune. Got the Michaelis cross there. It's awfully close. Wonder if I have any item crafting. Let's go. That's a frenzy stone. Do I not have the recipe for warming stone? That is true. Michaelis' story. The curse where he isn't an eternal child. It's almost kind of poetic in a way where he's stunted in more ways that he can never achieve any of his real goals. Although he is highly manipulative. Go back to round table briefly. I still think it's a missed opportunity where Mikola chose who he chose as his consort, rather than, say, Godwyn or another one. I've seen a mod that actually makes Melania Michaelis chosen, and while that's true for George R. R. Martin's incestuous trend with twins, it still makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, that's a good way to summarize it. Especially when one of the spirits says he should have never cast away Saint Trina. But that seems to be the kind of complex behind most saviors, of where they mean well, but ultimately can't even save themselves. I have a lot of runes. Go spend it on armor. And that barely made a dent. Let's see. Ooh, I'll go get her weapons too. Agreed. Where, again, this isn't mine, I saw it from another video, but Ronnie was chastising Mikola about that, saying something along the lines of, if you cast away love, that's a false sense of compassion. And I do like the kind of duality of those who could be considered true Empyreans, of where you have Radagon and Marika, Mikola and St. Trina. It makes me wonder if Mesmer and Melina were two sides of the same coin, where they weren't truly brother and sister, they were just parts.
What the hell is wrong with you? You piss off.
Oh, I forgot I broke his quest. The map's grown so large, I forgot I was on this one. That's the terminus. Forgot I didn't get the talisman from up here. And just for funsies. It's always more fun with a buddy. That is true, of where Marika set out to make a new reign. Her son Mesmer was one of the few things that actually could tear it all down. But even his mere existence, where they never mention his father, I wonder if he's one of, or if not the first, born from Radagon and Marika. And that's why he was hidden in secret. in addition to the flames and the snakes and everything else that could cause problems. There we go. Goodness, that still drops a lot of runes. Very true. That's why, again, I like his story so much, in that he has that revelation, albeit too late. Because honestly, worst Mother of the Year definitely goes to Marika. None of her children ended well. And nor her people, for that matter. It is sad, though, when you find the shaman village, and she has a lesser Erd-tree stripped of the grace of gold, but there was no one left to heal. Killed. Oh, absolutely. The Hornsent were absolutely vile. And I'm not saying that their entire society deserved what they got, but it made sense why the crusade happened. That's why I feel a little bit conflicted that it's like we side with the Hornsent for a while, and you can summon him to help with Mesmer. But at the same token, they're both just suffering, where the Hornsent lost his family and child to Mesmer, but then Mesmer lost his entire life to them. And forgive me, but I'm looking something up on the side, because I'm trying to remember where this bottle is. Let's see. Show me the map. Oh, it's down there. Not where I thought it was. Excellent summary. In Elden Ring, there are no good guys. Every side is suffering. Is fools with power. Accurately said. And they do a good job of portraying that, too, of where no side is more righteous than the other. And even the Tarnish who comes in to wreck everything, it's not that there was much worth preserving to begin with. Okay, so it is on the coast. Sorry for the delay. I was looking up where I could find some of the perfume bottles. I know the ice one is in Bonnie Jail, which I have to break the rune in order to get to. I was hoping that the lightning one was up here, but I don't think it is. I think that's where the cookbook is. The other thing, if you don't mind, I'm going to look up real quick, is to see where I can get the warming stone recipe, because I seem to have missed that in this playthrough. Let's see. Can be found near the edge of the cracked portion. Just in Stormill. Same area as the golem fight near the bridge. To activate the Great Rune? Alright. I could have sworn I've done that, but let's see. Did I just miss it? It says it's near the cracked portion of the bridge. So let's see if the wiki lied to me. Oh, I bet it's on the edge. Excuse me. Oof, I forgot about your friend. You have lots of friends. How did you manage to hit me and not your buddy? Hit the pillar, not me. Thank you. I'm coming. Slowly but steadily. Thank you. Sit near the cracked portion. Ah, it might be down there. True. What's the old phrase? A person is good, but people are bad? It's kind of a very Tolkien perspective on it, in that, for the most part, those that lead are corrupt, but it's the individuals, the small acts of kindness, that make the world of difference. So to your point of the red mains, where they're still pressing on. I believe the wiki lied. Or maybe I looked at the wrong one. Unless it's down there. Maybe from the shack. Because the whole reason why I'm doing this is I want to get the warming stone for the one of the brood, the forager brood. I can't believe I never picked that up. Alright. Here's the entrance to the Colosseum. Let's go a little bit further in. You drop Golden Vow. That's where the slugs are. I admit I am struggling to remember where to go for that one. Let me double check something real quick. It wasn't a recipe sold by Kale.
Always a pleasure.
He sold the glowstone, that's what it was.
Goodbye for now.
Let's go back to the castle front. I do like Ronnie's ending best of all. That one or the Lord of Frenzied Flame, I think, are both really fitting for it. It is nice that you actually can have a meaningful impact on it where you can be Ronnie's consort. My lamentation is that it has no bearing on the DLC. Because how amazing would that be of where you're fighting Mikola and his consort, and then Ronnie shows up and you're her consort. But I understand why they didn't want to do it that way, because that's extra dialogue and other things. But it still would have been amazing to have, because many players chose Ronnie's ending as their default ending. Oops, mistake. The Lord of Frenzy I kind of like as well, in that you burn the entire world down just to start it anew, where everything goes back. It's almost the primordial sense of it. But in doing that, you literally burn everything. So it's more of the nihilistic approach, I suppose. This leads to the poison. That's a bit far. You never gauge how far a jump is, whether it'll be insta-death or if it'll just kind of hurt the knees a bit. I guess I'll go down here and get the graces. Pardon me. Trina's purple lily. Wrong way. Another thing for Torrent. That's the way down to the coast. Which would get me the lightning bottle sooner. I think if I enter Bonnie Jail, though, that breaks the room. So let's see what's up here real quick. There's a mean lobster up here somewhere. Probably where that item is. Yep. It's bait. It's always bait. Ooh, something's angry. Sorry, this section's kind of quiet. Let's see. Just kind of meandering around before going to the next thing. Those coffins you can't climb up on. That waterfall has nothing behind it. Oh, no, it does. It's one of the few instances where it actually has something. Sorry, buddies. That's where the turtle talisman is. The one waterfall where they actually hid something. End of the map there. Yeah, that's the abandoned ailing village. So I'll do this real quick. That way I can show my platforming shame on stream and move on from this piece. That leads me back to where I was. Came in through here. I get so turned around with that cave. Alright, here's the awful part. Then from here, I think you hang to the side. Doesn't matter which. Just pick one. Just going straight down is not an option. Mean birdies. And I think there's an item back that way, but I don't think it's one that I need for this build. Or for this character, rather. Yeah. Sorry, Tort. And we press on. Down the waterfall. With some awful platforming. I wonder if I have to be closer. Let's see. I was curious if this would work. And it does. I'll be. Kind of a cheaty way to get to that. My ankles. I did grab that grace. Yes. This... Let's see... is where the sheep are. Isn't this also where the lightning perfume bottle is? I definitely like the Duskborn as well, for those who live in death. Because as Roger said, it's at no fault of their own that they got resurrected. And I can only imagine that is a very gruesome fate of where you're not able to kind of go back into the cycle. You're just stuck in a mummified corpse. Yeah, here it is. Excuse me, sheep. I'm stealing from you. Damn. Hey. I think I'll get to the next grace and then call it here, because I am rather ravenous for lunch. Oh no. It's okay, Mr. Golem, you don't see me. I'm leaving. Get to the fields of blue. Yeah. Alright, well, this is where I think I will leave it for the day. Thank you, Worst Nightmare, for all the lore company. It's delightful to be able to chat about the game and to have conversations with somebody else who is kind of knowledgeable about it, so always appreciate it. And likewise, all who cared to join me during my first initial stream, I really appreciate all the company, and hope that you all have an amazing day and an even better tomorrow. Well, take care.